I'm Ben with the BTC Sessions, and this is your bullish bit brought to you by bitrefill.com, your one-stop shop for living on a Bitcoin standard. Sign up and grab gift cards for eSIMs, gaming, e-commerce, your travel needs, food, and much more, and you can buy them all with Bitcoin and Lightning. Sign up today and use code BTC Sessions 10 for some special perks.
I'm bullish on Bitcoin's separation of money from state. That makes me so bullish. And even as you were talking, Ben, about Javier Milei, what we see there is a politician who's coming on the scene and just saying, like, let's just tear the whole thing down. This system sucks. Just tear it down. Get rid of the central bank. Bare bones. I'll put it this way. The Bible says all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. If you haven't noticed, it's really hard to trust people anymore. I mean, living in Canada, this wasn't always the sentiment, right? When I grew up, we didn't lock our doors. I felt safe in my neighborhood. I generally trusted people on the street. Not anymore. It's not like that anymore. People have become very isolated, cold. I often say COVID killed customer service. And I get it. The money's broken. You want me to tip 20%, and that's just so that you can pay your rent. So I get it. It's broken and it's hard for everybody. But when you separate money from state, what you're doing is separating money really from people, because the government is not this faceless, lifeless organism. It's just a group of people doing things, whether you like it or not. And so if you're able to separate money from people, you're able to separate money from sin. And that is the most bullish thing I think I could imagine, separating money from sin. Now that means I can't defraud you. I can't lie to you about the transaction. The honesty is built right into the system, and you can't escape it. You could be the biggest scumbag on the planet. You could be the biggest scammer on the planet. But if you send me 1,000,000 Satoshis, you send me 1,000,000 Satoshis. And that's it. It's done. The transaction is over. So that is incredibly bullish. Money is the thing that we store our energy in, our time and energy. If that becomes corrupted, everything becomes corrupted. Your most important commodity is your time. Once your time is gone, it's gone, man. And the thing about time, you don't know how much you have. So this is the most precious thing you have. And if you're going to give that precious thing, your time, to do something to earn a money, man, that money better be worthy of that time. That money better be worthy of the value of that scarce time that you don't even know how much of it you have. And when that becomes broken and corrupt, I mean, what do you expect's going to happen? Mm-hmm. Of course, society is going to begin to crumble. Of course, people are going to begin to do crazy stuff. People are resorting to crazy stuff, drugs and violence. There's a lady walking around. I live in the suburbs, bro. I cut my grass. Okay. I have white shoes with green stains on them. People are walking around trying to break into people's houses. When you corrupt value, you corrupt time, you corrupt people, it's a disaster. And so when Bitcoin comes around, and I had this revelation of, oh my gosh, this thing is capped at 21 million. It fits the biblical box, if you will, of God's monetary policy. You shall not steal. Okay? It's not that difficult. It's not this crazy thing. You shall not steal. You shall not defraud. You shall use a just and equal measure and weight. Just don't be a crook. That's it. So I'm bullish on Bitcoin's ability to separate money from sin.